What do we got going on? Is there? I'm assuming there's a final boss, so don't get too crazy. Okay. It's all you, buddy.
You beat everybody.
Do you hit the nose?
Beat me, and you can leave.
Try hitting the nose.
Okay.
Yep, just fucking fire. Oh, you can only hit it while it's open, apparently.
Okay.
So this is gonna be... And it opens at goofy intervals, but I think you got it, bud.
Oh.
Boom!
Is that it?
Eat dick!
That's seriously it, huh?
Yeah!
That can't be the final boss.
Fuck yeah! Mark destroyed the monsters.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Bert gave him a gift.
Oh, what's the gift?
And Mark went home. Yeah, what was the gift? He excitedly opened the box. Pandora's box?
Looks like there's...
A beautiful princess came out. That's creepy.
I
love he's got a fucking total chub.
He just gave you a wife.
But suddenly, the princess became a monster, and more monsters followed her. Oh, wow. Creepy.
You just overthrew a king.
Ah, Mark was scared and screamed. Ah! Final boss.
Oh my god, he dreamed it.
Mark was awakened by his mom. Kevin, you're the mom.
Fucking kid.
You'll be
It was
late.
a dream.
It was a dream.
Oh my god.
I'm leaving.
Mark opened the door.
Oh god, and of course
Bert was there. He whispered to Mark, "Let's go again." Cream Haruna.
Haruna.
So this game...
Kami Yankee.
Now that's a mind fuck. Is he living Groundhog Day? Like, is this... Like, he's Jazzy Toru. There's a lot of cum metaphors in these names. Cream, Jazzy,
Of course.
Miku Monkey,
Miku Monkey.
Hashimoto Revolta. I mean,
Shinsei.
Bandai.
Yeah, Bandai.
Bandai!
No, stop.
Look how he's holding the bat. Look at how he's holding that bat.
Phallic.
Tell me how that's not suggestive.
He's getting ready to jerk it.
So,
And it's stuck on this screen, buddy.
it is.
Wow.
Okay.
That's funny.
Monster Party in the Bank. 1 hour 58 minutes. We did it in under 2 hours.
Under 2 hours. What did I tell you?
Under 2 hours.
Wow.
I thought for
dude,
sure I was gonna be stuck on that last level for like 30 minutes.
You squeaked it out, my friend.
Oh boy.
Wow, dude.
So, I have to say,
So
the game itself is really easy, except for that fucking last level.
That ending was pretty gross, man.
And
That was pretty grotesque.
That was actually pretty like graphic for a Nintendo game.
When he melts like that.
To see
yeah.
your skin melting off.
That's
like,
about on par with like Bionic Commando when you blow up
when,
Hitler.
When you blow up Hitler, yeah.
Excuse me, Master D or whatever. The
yeah,
fuck his name
whatever
was.
his name is. It's Hitler. Yeah.
But yeah, that was creepy, and now he's there at the door, so it's like it's very like weirdly dark for a NES game.
Well, and the fact that you beat the game, this Bert who was your friend throughout the whole game
Gave you the box.
gives you a box, which is a beautiful princess, which then turns into monsters, which then kill you. Like that is dark as hell.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
All right, man. Nice job, dude. Monster Party in the bank.
In the bank.
Nice job, dude. So,
right.
let's get into her. Monster Party, what do you give it for a difficulty?
God, it got frustrating at that last level, but it like
My initial thought,
it's a 4.
I was going to say 5.
It's bottom. It's like middle of the road, but not. It's below because you got unlimited continues. You've got password backup as well too, and nothing is. You literally.
Just power.
This was my cup of tea because you literally just power through everything, and that's it.
Yeah.
Even to the boss level.
I was going to say,
The end
this
boss.
feels to me like a 5
No, it's
at one point.
Oh, no, it's a
but
4. It's
you're
a 4.
right. Like the
Nothing
fact,
is difficult until that last level.
And the fact that health is pretty plentiful, I would say. It's pretty plentiful early on, and even throughout some
Yeah.
of the later stages. You get burnt pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, like, once you have the key, you can ignore the rest of the level. Just
Yes, you
bolt
can.
it.
And in fact, in level 7, it behooves you to ignore all the other doors and just book it up to the last door.
That's why I thought it was weird that there was another boss beyond
even
the key.
even though you had the key already.
Yeah, like, I thought that was very strange.
No, it reset everything.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, it's unlimited. Part of me
You want to go even lower, don't you?
almost felt like it was a 3. I mean, this is the first time, really, we've ever picked this up, and we beat it in under 2? For us?
Yeah.
That's kind of easy. And like you said, unlimited continues and passwords.
However, though, and granted, I guess it would have just taken a little bit more time. But the maze that was level 6 was a little bit difficult, just because of the fact that it was really, like, it was...
Infuriating.
Well, it was infuriating, but it was also disorienting. You didn't know which door you've been in, which door you haven't been in, which door to go to, which one not to go to. So I could see that being kind of difficult. But you've got that. You've got the fact that you can potentially lose the key in level 7 and have to go back to death to get the key to go back to level 8.
But I mean, really...
But honestly...
I feel like a lot of the quote-unquote difficulty comes from that fact that, like you said, you can power through all of the bosses.
Yeah, you
so really
can.
take a couple hits here, a couple hits there, but by the time you take the hits, he's dead already. Like, I feel like trying to avoid the patterns...
I'd agree with you. 3.
Yeah?
I'd agree with you, because this game does not... It does not promote you to have any kind of strategy whatsoever.
No.
You just lay into things.
It's almost detrimental to have a strategy.
And if you... In most of the boss battles, the later boss battles too, the game knows, and it will drop a pill quick, like, nearby a boss battle, so that you're not going into it as Mark. You're going into it as Bert. So... They really kind of give you everything you need at that point, and then you just power through it, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, because it feels like having a strategy, trying to avoid things to avoid damage, makes you take more damage.
A little bit, yeah.
Because, like, with that javelin guy, like, the more I tried to avoid the javelins, because he threw kind of sporadically,
Yeah.
I was taking hits.
Yep.
So it's like, literally powering through everything is the only real option.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Yeah, it is almost a 3. Like, I feel like the shock value of the bosses, like, they're, oh, fuck, like, he's throwing a lot of stuff, and the patterns are weird, but it really, if you boil it down, just whack it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to get past that thought of, I have to avoid him to avoid damage.
Especially that samurai that's like, I am slow.
Yeah. So it's very, honestly, 3. And the fact that even if you get frustrated... Just stop. You
just
have
stop
passwords.
playing. You got a password. Yeah. Not only do you have unlimited continues, you got a password backup as well too.
Had this been limited continues, I would have said middle of the road possibly.
Yeah.
But because it's unlimited continues and a password, if it was unlimited continues without the password, I would have said 4. Because then now you're battling yourself, and if you stop, you have to start over.
Yeah.
That's not even the case with this.
No.
Like, even if you get frustrated, you can just come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that makes it easily drop another point.
Yeah.
So, you're right. I 3.
It's 3.
3.
It's a 3. It's totally 3.
All right, let's move on to fun. What would you give Monster Party for a fun rating? Personally, I love the aesthetics. I think every place felt unique. There was a unique song for every stage. Some were more annoying than others, some were cooler than others, but still, it was pretty good. Like, I loved the aesthetic of it. Every color palette was different. All of the enemies were different. Like, we never fought the same enemy twice in the stages.
No, each level actually had its own enemies.
So it's like, I actually really enjoyed this game. As frustrating as it was at times, and it's rather simplistic, all of the bosses were different. So it's like, for me personally, I would kind of give this like a 6.
All bosses but one.
Which one was different?
Spider was the same.
But
But you weren't supposed to battle him.
You really shouldn't fight it.
Yeah,
he
you
was
weren't
kind of
supposed to battle
optional.
him. Yeah.
But you're right, though. He was the only repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking a 6. It's just a hair above middle of the road to me. I think I would actually play this again.
I would honestly see, and I'm actually was thinking about going See, I would almost venture to say this is between a 6 and a 7 because
Really?
yeah, well, and I think that there's enough flaws in this game that I would feel comfortable giving it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just it just misses at 7 because I think there was a lot of unique aspects to this game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the bosses and just how they spoke. One thing that really blew my mind, and I'm not necessarily one to kind of stick to one piece, but now this is the one thing that's going to stick out in my mind, and so this game is always going to be out there in my mind, is the enemy that said, "Watch me dance." And literally all you do is you watch it dance. How many people are going to just start like saying, "Oh, well, it's a boss, I'm going to attack it"? What would have happened if you would have attacked it?
I don't know.
I'm really curious to see what would have happened if you would have attacked it. But the fact that you literally just watch it dance and then it kills itself, that is really cool to me.
It was a different idea.
Yeah, and so the level designs were really cool. The music, yes, it had some catchy tunes, but the problem though is that the loops were incredibly short, and so some of the music just really got on my nerves.
Mm-hmm. Well, that maze level was supposed to be like a haunted house, I think. So it was like a woo.
Please stop.
So that got old. But I mean, the music was pretty good throughout. There really wasn't any repeat songs other than some of the bosses. But I kind of liked the boss music because it was creepy.
Oh yeah, no, it was.
It gave the bosses a good ambiance.
And even the aesthetics of like the boss areas and stuff were really cool too. Those were creepy as well too.
Yeah.
One of the biggest flaws I would have to say though is that the controls, although the controls were pretty tight, responsive. There were times where I felt like I was swinging my bat and it wouldn't hit, or it's like after like jumping up and then swinging, I would try to jump up again, and for some reason like he just would not jump up right away.
The drop for me was the biggest problem, was the fact that just accidentally tapping down and he drops like a brick
and you can't recover from it.
That hurt me personally. But
that mechanic, and then also the fact that you halfway through the game, Bert has the spread shot or the wave shot, and literally enemies can thread the needle, and you have
more often than not thread the needle.
You have no choice but to get hit, and it just got frustrating. Why they would do that, I don't know. Like, it didn't need it. It was good the way it was. Why did you change it halfway through? And there was no indication as to why it was changed. You didn't level up your character or anything like that. It just randomly changed.
Yeah,
I didn't care for that. So, but outside of that, I mean, the enemies were. There really wasn't a recycled enemy in this game, which
not
is
a single one.
Which is so crazy because a lot of games really recycled a lot of their enemies, and this one didn't. And the levels themselves were all unique. It never felt you were playing the same game or that it got dry at any point.
Mm-mm.
I think the levels were complex enough to keep you interested, but short enough that you never got bored. And saying that the levels were just, it went on too long, or this is getting derivative, this is getting really just repetitive, like, it's just... So I honestly think it was a really well done game, and I think it could have been a lot greater had a few more things just been polished on it. But honestly, I would say that this is definitely one of those stick out titles of definitely of Bandai's and Human Entertainment. Like, wow, this Human Entertainment. And well, once I realized that they ended up doing the Clock Tower series, like the early point and click Clock Tower stuff. Now you can tell kind of where a lot of their fear, or they wanted to do like a horror game, but they didn't go all the way at this point.
You know, listening to you talk about like the fact that there were no recycled enemies, there like all the environments were different. You know what? Just that fact alone, in this era, I might consider it a 7. I'm thinking. Because, like you said, that's something that is literally never done in this era of gaming.
Never.
Ever. So, I mean, that's actually a really good thing. The only thing I wish would have happened more is when that first level, when the environment changed, I wish that would have happened again.
Yeah, that would have been nice, too.
That would have been cool to be, like, in a sort of like a docile world, and then all of a sudden you step into more of like a nightmare world.
Yeah, but
like, that was such a cool idea.
Yeah, but when you really think about it, though, So technically the whole thing was a dream. So maybe he was starting his dream, it was a sunny day out, it's bright and stuff like that. Then halfway through, you fall into this nightmare, because then everything stays pretty much dark after that. It doesn't, well, no, I take that back. Level 5 was kind of bright. So... But yeah, that would have been cool to see a little bit more of that, like, almost Silent Hill-ish kind of, like, everything is just deteriorating.
If they had done it, like, one or two more times, I would have been happier.
Yeah.
But, honestly, I think I'd be pretty comfortable giving it a 7. Even with some of the mechanical
I'll agree,
flaws.
because I think, honestly, this game really does, like...
The cutscene was actually, like, the beginning and ending cutscenes were actually really cool. Like, I liked that.
The ending was definitely the ending was literally a mindfuck.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
was not expecting that ending at all, too. I'm just like, oh, hey, it's the cliche, the princess is yours now, and then it's like, nope, nightmare.
Well, it looks like Pandora's box, which is kind of the idea, maybe. But it was really cool. Like, I'm giving it a 7. I think.
I'll echo it. I'll echo that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We're both in agreement for once.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. What did you pay for Monster Party?
So Monster Party, you know what? God, is this? Okay, Monster Party. I actually I'm thinking Monster in My Pocket and Monster Party. I always get those two mixed up. So Monster Party, I paid $3.99 or $4.99 for, and Monster in My Pocket I paid a little bit more for. But this one, it was a cheap game at the time.
Awesome.
So.
Well, as of this video on PriceCharting.com, Monster Party, $14.95.
Interesting.
Would you say that is worth it?
I definitely would say it's worth it. It's.
I think I agree.
Yeah, it's a little bit short of a game. You got 8 levels. They're somewhat short in nature, but at the same time, I think it's a really clever game. It's a horror-themed game that you wouldn't really expect.
Definitely not.
Nice aesthetics, nice pacing of the game, definitely unique, and I think it really just story-wise, it really kind of sticks out.
Yeah, honestly. I think so too. Honest, the bosses were all really cool, and I loved the way a lot of things looked. The environments were really cool to me, and even though that haunted house level got kind of annoying, like it was a neat idea. I really liked the idea of the haunted house level with the lightning flashes and... Well, I mean, as stupid as that sounds, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's like a ghost,
It was cool. Like, the poltergeist chairs and the fucking pants for some reason. The work pants.
That's funny.
But, like, yeah, I honestly think this would be...
It's definitely worth it.
This would be worth it.
I think that this definitely goes along those lines of, like, a... I mean, I'm not comparing it to it, but it goes along those lines of, like, Guardian Legend, where it's that $10, $15 price mark, where it's like, you really owe it to yourself to play this game, and if you don't have it in your collection, you probably should consider having it in your collection.
I think so,
honestly,
too.
It's a really good game. It's really unique.
Absolutely.
Definitely a standout, and it's been a while since we played a standout game.
Yeah, we've had a couple of duds lately.
Yeah.
Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Addams Family. Although I know you liked Addams Family.
It was charming.
It was shit.
Own way.
We still don't know what's behind that one locked door.
Why did they do that?
I have a feeling they ran out of space.
Literally, they ran out of space for one.
I feel like
door.
they wanted to do one more room, but they ran out of room memory-wise, and they said, "Just lock the damn thing." Although why they just didn't take the door out at that point is beyond me.
I don't know.
But especially since Pugsley says I can fit in small spaces like a keyhole.
Yeah, they even allude to it, that he could go through the keyhole.
He can get into the vault just fucking fine. You telling me he can't get through that?
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, well.
But there you go, guys. Monster Party for the NES. 3 for difficulty, 7 for fun. It is worth it at $15.
Definitely. Check this game out, play it, find it. I don't think it's a hard game to find.
I don't think so. I feel like we've seen
I think you'll see it pretty commonly. So definitely check it out.
Absolutely, Joshua Tice. Thank you so much for the suggestion.
Good suggestion.
If you guys have any suggestions, make sure to hit us up on Facebook
or on Twitter
or on PowerTripGaming.tv, where it takes you directly here with us in this chair, where you can watch us play.
Or not in a chair, but in a couch, right here.
The couch, yeah.
This is a couch.
Or if you're so inclined to listen to us rather than see us for some fucking reason, even though we're gorgeous.
Listen to the PTG, Power Trip Gaming Powercast.
That's right, where we talk about games, our lives, things that we feel like talking about.
And Pokemon.
Mostly Pokemon, because that happens a lot.
It does, because of this guy and that guy.
iTunes or Stitcher. PTG Powercast. There we go, baby.
All right.
So, next time on Power Trip.
We'll play something better.
Boom, baby!
Or we'll try to, anyways.
I wore the wrong shirt for this. I should have worn one of my Freddy or Jason shirts.
A little late for could-haves.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
You could edit the whole video to, like, have it on you.
That won't be a fucking 500 gig video or anything.
Yeah, just use special effects or something like that. Edit it in.
Who do you think I am? Steven Spielberg? Get the fuck out of here. Like George Lucas? Shit.